I thank I thank everyone who has contributed their best in making this book of Samacheer, 8th standard English book. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It is really nice and very nicely prepared. This book I am talking about. Page number 226. Gardening is an art. And I feel that the title should read as Hobbies and Pastimes. Now I start. Enjoy listening and along with me, and you will enjoy much better. You will learn much better. I wish you get the very good marks, very good understanding, and very good knowledge, and that is what I want. I do not want anything else. Gardening is an art is written there, but I feel the hobbies and pastimes, the title will be much better. That's what I feel. It is my opinion. Gardening is a delightful pastime. One can grow vegetables, fruits, and flowers in one's garden. If you do not have open spaces near your home for maintaining a garden, you can set up a garden on your roof. All you need are a few old buckets or tubs, some mud, and seeds to plant. Did you know the Horticulture Society of Tamil Nadu gives soil bags with seeds to promote gardening in our houses? Stamp collection is nothing but collecting stamps from envelopes that come by mail. This hobby is known as philately. Now it is very difficult to collect because everything is done by mail and everything is done by internet. So very rarely you will get the stamps. But philately is a good art and is worth collecting because what will benefit out of that is we learn about different leaders, important days on seeing these stamps. We can also exchange rare stamps with our friends. If you like stamp collecting, many people are fascinated to collect coins from different countries. Sometimes relatives who visit or work in other countries bring and give the coins of the foreign country to us. This hobby is known as numismatics. 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 Philately spelling Philately. Numismatics. Numismatics. Some others take interest to collect seashells. It is said that there are more than 1 lakh or 100,000 shell pieces species found in the seashores. The rarest, the most valuable, and the most beautiful shells are found in the Indo-Pacific, Caribbean, and Mediterranean regions. Cooking is one of the oldest hobbies. It is now even considered a life skill to know how to cook. You can make real good money with this pastime. We all should try and learn to cook. Painting can help unleash your creative side. Painting allows you to tap into thoughts, desires, and feelings in your head and translate them into something beautiful. That depends upon how you use and how you see and what you see in the nature. Excellent, excellent, excellent. You can't, you can never copy or emulate the nature, but it's very difficult. But you can try. God's creation is something very great and wonderful. Painting relaxes our mind and helps us focus better, so go ahead and pick up a paintbrush. Teaching is a fun and useful hobby. Teaching helps us to understand what we have learned better. It, it also helps to help the other children. Learn in order to teach, not learn for learning like parrot. Parrot learning is not good. Learn in order to teach and to guide other people what you have learned. If we are good at teaching one, then one day we can even become good teacher. Good teachers are rare to find. Good teachers are the noblest profession in the whole world, being a good teacher. Web browsing helps us to collect information about the latest medical invention, new technology for phones, and news about our society and country. It's an amazing hobby where we can learn about things that are thousands of kilometers away with just a few clicks. We can also share all the wonderful information with our friends through WhatsApp and other social media. Next one, we are going to learn about Fleming's thought at breakfast, page number 227. Sir Alexander Fleming, who discovered penicillin, was once forced into an interview in New York by two journalists. Just as he was about to have breakfast, one of them asked him, "Sir, what are you thinking about right now? We wish to know what a great scientist thinks while getting ready for breakfast." Fleming mused a while on the question and he replied, "I am thinking of something very special." The journalists, who were all ears, drew themselves forward. "I am thinking whether to have one egg or two." That is the biggest joke of Einstein. Sorry, Sir Alexander Fleming. Nobel Prize. Since 1901, the Nobel Prize had been honoring men and women from all corners of the globe for outstanding achievements in physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and work for peace. The foundations for the prize were laid in 1895 when Alfred Nobel wrote his last will, leaving much of his wealth to the establishment of the Nobel Prize. The Nobel Committee, in fact, notoriously conservative body, which among other things had a marked antipathy to pure sciences, especially to mathematical physics, restrained by a clause in Albert Nobel's will that the prize should go to the persons whose discovery or invention shall have conferred the greatest benefit to mankind. The committee initially ignored the greatest theoretical advances in physics, racked, no doubt, by guilt that he had become a merchant of death through his invention of the dynamic and smokeless powder, and plagued by sadistic fantasies of destruction, the Swedish chemist, engineer, and aspiring poet Alfred Nobel, who has been described as Europe's richest vagabond, left his colossal fortune to the cause of progress in human knowledge. Five prizes were installed, one each for literature to the person who shall have produced in the field of literature the most outstanding work of an idealistic tendency, physics, chemistry, medicine, and peace to the person who shall have done the most or the best work for fraternity among nations, for abolition or reduction of armies, and for holding or promotion of peace. Now we go to the next one about road safety, page number 229. Good morning, everybody. Firstly, I would like to thank the headmaster for inviting me to speak on road safety in conjunction with the Road Safety Week. Lately, there have been many road accidents in our district. In most cases, they have occurred due to carelessness and recklessness, speeding, flouting traffic routes, driving vehicles which are not roadworthy or roadworthy, and driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Last week alone, we received about four accident reports per day, with most of the accidents occurring during dusk and peak hours. Out of these, more than half were serious, in which victims had to be hospitalized. Many of you present here already have driving licenses, and the rest will get yours soon. What I want to impress upon you today is that you must make road safety your top priority. Do not take your driving license as a license to kill or to use roads as you like. You may be any influential person. That doesn't mean you have to kill somebody. Drive or ride carefully and be considerate to other road users. When you are on the road, observe traffic rules and road ethics. Above all, be alert and keep calm. There may be times when you have to give way to other vehicles and let cars overtake you. Do not take this as an insult or a challenge to your pride. It could lead to violence on the road. I know some youngsters enjoy the thrill of speeding and testing the capability of their machines. Please, please, please don't do this. Your life is at risk, and you are putting some other's life also at risk. Please don't do this. I know some youngsters, they enjoy the thrill of speeding and testing the capability of their machines. They enjoy listening to the raving of their bikes, riding at the breakneck speed and overtaking vehicles dangerously. Tell me, what do you get by speeding? Well, you may reach your destination faster, but how much faster? 1 minute, two? Is it worth the risk being involved in accident and worse still, being maimed or killed? Is not worth it. Not worth your money, not worth your life, and put somebody's life also in jeopardy. However, if you still feel generous and would like to donate your money to us, then speed by all means. I assure we will give you a ticket. Common sense should prevail at all times. There are some practical rules of road safety you should always bear in mind. Now, come to the next point. Dear friends, this is on page number 230. This is Rahim. I hope you will lend your ears for 2 minutes to me on a happy occasion of the 13th birthday of my friend Rahul. Before he blows out candles on his cake and cut the cake to mark the first day in this 13th year, I would like to share a few words with you. Rahul and I grew up from kids. He is an open book for me and for everyone. I have observed the fine determination he is built with. His strong friendship has stood by me many times. When I hurt him, he wrote over the sand. When I help him, he engraved it in his heart. Remember these beautiful lines. When I hurt him, he wrote it over the sand. When I help him, he engraved it in his heart. When I hurt him, he wrote over the sand. When I help him, he engraved it in his heart. Only if you are lucky, you will find a person like him who brightens your day, lends an ear, and inspires you. I am grateful to him for life. He excelled in various ways already in his life. I wondered his ability to do well whatever he found himself engaged in. Besides being a good student, he has done well in sports and games. He is always in the front line and bagged all-rounder medal in school. I wish him all the happiness with which he should sail through life. Best of luck to you, Rahul, and may we always see you smiling like this. Please give him a big hand. Now comes next one, internet safety, page number 231. 20 years ago, kid in school had never heard of internet. Now I'll bet you can't find a single person in your school who hasn't at least heard of it. In fact, many of us use it on a regular basis and even have access to it from our homes. The net in internet really stands for network. A network is two or more computers connected together so the information can be shared and sent from one computer to another. The internet is a vast resource for all types of information. You may enjoy using it to research for a school project, downloading your favorite songs, or communicating with friends and family. Information is accessed through web pages that companies, organizations, and individuals create and post. It's a kind of like giant bulletin board that the whole world uses. But since anyone can put anything on the internet, you also have to be careful and use your best judgment and a little common sense if you have. Just because you read something on a piece of paper someone sticks on a bulletin board does not mean it is a good information or even correct for that matter. Use your discretion, use your common sense, find out what is good for you, what is good to listen, and what is good to read, and what is good to understand. So you have to be sure that whosoever posted that information knows what they are talking about, especially you are doing a research. But when you are just emailing people, you still have to be very careful. If you have never met the person that you are communicating with online, you could be on a dangerous ground. Take care. You should never give out any personal information to someone you don't know, not even your name. And just like you can't believe the information on every website out there, you can't rely on what strangers you meet on the internet tell you either. Just like you could make up things about yourself and to tell someone, someone else could do the same to you. Take care, take care, take care. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much for listening and reading along with me for your benefit, for your good luck. Good luck to you.